There's a lot of naivety and misunderstanding as to what manhood entails, and as a consequence, womanhood as well. I see a lot of people on the internet complaining about women and talking about all the problems with women. The two genders work in parallel. We're designed to work as a perfect unison. Femininity, and true masculinity go hand in hand, and they work perfectly when both genders understand their roles and fall into them completely. It's crazy. I see so many red pill guys, so many guys on the internet, so many men constantly complaining about women, not understanding that if one of the genders is broken, if one side of the yin is broken, the yang is going to break by extension. It's impossible to complain about women and the way women act if men are not acting the way they should act, because we're designed to work together. And I think as men, we have most control over ourselves, absolute self-accountability. So the best way we can fix the world, the best way we can change or fix women is to fix ourselves, look at ourselves, and be the best kind of men we can be. When you see a man who is constantly complaining about women, that's a reflection of him. If every woman he meets disrespects him, he will say women are disrespectful. I would argue he is not worthy of respect, because I'll tell you something that a lot of people don't want to hear. I don't meet bad women. When I'm around women, they treat me with absolute respect. They're extremely feminine. They're extremely soft. They're extremely kind. They let me lead. They let me take control. They let me do what I need to do as a man because they look at me and they respect me. And a woman is a reflection of her man. If I was less of a man, the same woman might treat me in a disrespectful way. But that is down to me, who I am. So when I see these men constantly complaining about women and the way women act and women in society, I understand what they're trying to do. But what they don't understand is if they took self-accountability, if the men all took self-accountability and truly became men of honor and capability and bravery worthy of respect, the women would reflect that. The women you interact with will reflect that. I can't meet a bad woman. When's the last time you or I met a woman who talked to us rudely in front of other people, or refused to make us a coffee if we asked, or disrespected us, ever?
It's about, you can run through the world being a nobody and being lacking in so many different things and try to say that women need to hold themselves to a higher standard, or you think you need to hold the women to higher standards. What you need to do is you need to hold yourself to a higher standard, because that is a universal, unspoken language that people see in themselves. From my girlfriend to my friends to my brothers to every relation I have, every single person who knows me knows I hold myself to an extremely high standard. So what are they going to do? Talk to me like shit?
Absolutely. And women are a fantastic mirror.
Yeah.
Women are a mirror to men. That's what's so important people to understand. Women are a mirror. If you're running into a bunch of rude, ungrateful women, that's God telling you that you need to be a better man. I guarantee some of the women who have treated you terribly, who have disrespected you and wouldn't obey you and wouldn't listen to you and didn't want to be nice to you and didn't want to be soft or feminine or kind or gentle with you, would treat me and my brother like gods. The same woman, because of who we are. So it's very hypocritical and it's extremely naive. And it's extremely asinine to sit and complain endlessly about womanhood without understanding that it's actually manhood that leads. And genuine men who genuinely stand up and have absolute capability will never encounter negative or bad, disloyal woman. We don't have women. No woman cheats on us. No woman goes behind our back. No woman sells us out. No, nothing, because of who we are as men. So once you build yourself, womanhood is fixed by default within your world. The women you're going to meet in your world and your reality are going to act perfectly for you because you're worth it and you deserve it. If you're walking up saying, oh, women don't act right, I hate women, women do this, women are sluts, that's because you are not the man you need to become. If you become the right man, I guarantee you that's absolutely not true, because the women out there who are genuinely low body count, beautiful, soft, kind, feminine, looking for a proper relationship with a man, want to get married, want to have children, they have so much choice. Why would they choose you when they can choose one of us?
And also, they deserve a good man. See, people say that we look at women in a derogatory way, but that's completely not true at all. I believe the women who you're talking about, the good women out in the world, deserve a good man. I think the women in the world deserve to be treated nicely, spoiled, sit in on interesting conversations, go to nice places, have the door held open for them, have the car door held open for them. They deserve to be sent flowers. They deserve to be treated exceptionally well. So if you're a bum and you are incapable of doing that because you haven't worked on yourself, don't think, oh, why aren't these women looking at me? These women have something wrong with them. They genuinely deserve good men, and there are good men out there. So if you can't run into those women, yeah, it's absolutely 100% your fault.
You can only fix yourself. As men, I assume most of you watching this are men, we can only fix masculinity and manhood. And by extension, because the genders work in absolute parallel, if manhood and masculinity is fixed, femininity and the feminine world will be fixed by extension and automatically. You see it when you see a real G with his woman You see how perfectly they work together naturally. And that's because the man is the right kind of man, not because the woman is the right kind of woman. So I think it's very asinine. Pass the lighter, my friend. I think it's extremely asinine when I see people constantly complaining about females on these streams and complaining about how women act and what women do. When I look at their characteristics and their qualities as a man, even I know they're not shit. So you think a woman doesn't know? A woman has evolved to intrinsically understand the man she is with is responsible for her safety and she must trust him with her life. If she knows you're nothing but bravado and a big mouth, if she knows all you do is talk and you haven't truly lived it and you've never put your life on the line, why would she respect you deep in her heart? Women are not stupid. They have intuition and they can look into your eyes and they can look into your soul and they can see if you are the man you pretend to be.